All right, you guys, I'm so excited that we are on tonight. I am super pumped to introduce our special guest. I think it's so important that we are consistent with our team Zooms, but also that when we have a team Zoom, we're here to talk about something that's really going to allow you guys to take your business to another level. And it's not just, it's mentality, but it's also strategy, and it's a combination of everything. And I had the opportunity to spend some time with Nina when we were in Boston last weekend, but also she was here for quite a few days in Sarasota. And I knew of her, but didn't know her personally. And I just connect so deeply with her energy. It's her passion for not only It Works, but this industry. And you guys, she has a lot of experience in this industry. And she comes from a tremendous background of success. And she has chosen It Works as her home. And so I really want her to share that perspective too. So Nina, welcome to our team Zoom. And I know you've got your team here too. So thanks so much for collaborating with me on this, girl.
Hey, thank you so much. I'm honored. I'm actually more humbled and honored to be on this line. I really do not take it lightly when any leader or any person invites you to talk to their team, because one, that means that they have a tremendous level of trust for you, because let's face it, they can get on here and say anything, right? And so that's number one. But I watch your work ethic, and your spirit is so contagious, Kay. And it's funny because I fell in love with your mom absolutely when I drove up to Newark to meet her in person, because I had seen her from the stage, I had seen her on lives, but I went up to Newark to meet her, and I was like, oh, there's another girl after my own heart. She just keeps it real.
Yeah.
And I got to see another side of her. But then spending time with you, I was like, the apple don't fall too far from the tree, because my sister right there keeps it real.
Yeah.
But you're so humble, and I'm so excited, and I'm just really honored to be connected to such greatness, like-mindedness, and I'm honored and humbled to be on the line with you all. And so let's just get started, because I can talk, and I've got a lot to say. And I've been praying all day, like, what do they need to hear? Because I don't ever want it to be anything that that is my will or my plan. But I definitely want people to be blessed by whatever it is that we share. We did another Zoom the other night, and there were tons of people on that Zoom, and it kind of went viral. And I said, you know what? My passion is, of course, we come for the money, but we change. We say we're coming for the money, but after a while, you turn to being in network marketing for the relationships that you build, and because you really do want to see other people win and grow and learn. And my passion is that people learn. My passion is that people get beyond themselves, and they will go beyond just this being a hobby or something that was convenient to do, or maybe you were even voluntold by your girlfriend, by your cousin, by your sister, by an auntie, by a mama, by a dad, by somebody you were voluntold. That means they called you and said, hey, you're doing this with me, and now you're here. Whatever the case may be, I'm going to say some things that I really want you to write down, because we're only going to remember about 15% of the things that we hear, right? And so a lot of what I say, from the moment that I start talking, trust me, I'm training. So I'll tell you a little bit about my background, and then I will kind of give you more background on network marketing and why it's so passionate to me. So most of you know that I am the mother of 4 children, a 31-year-old, a 26-year-old, a 20-year-old, and a 5-year-old. All of them are getting ready to have a birthday. And so it'll be 32, 27, 21, and then Paige will be 6 in May. I am the wife of one husband who come downstairs to sneak some snacks. One husband who's down here sneaking snacks right now. Paige is not really feeling the greatest, so he went up to give her a bath early. And it is because of him that we are actually in It Works Global, because I told him I was done with network marketing. But I have been a professional network marketer since 2014. Although I joined the industry. So I want you to hear what I just said. I've been a professional network marketer since 2014. You want to write that down. But I started the industry in 2008, when I called it an industry, not a profession. There is a huge difference, right? So my first time joining network marketing was in 2008. But I became a professional network marketer in 2014. I retired myself from being a full-time hairstylist in 2016. So I went part-time, and then I went no time. I fired myself or retired myself in January of 2016. So this coming year will make 4 full years that I have not had to slave behind a chair as a cosmetologist. I did start weaning myself from the hours that I was working, especially after having Paige. I had decided that I never wanted to go back into the salon again because there's a lot of cattiness that goes on with women in salons, and I was getting a little too old for that. And I decided that, you know what, so we put a salon in our home, and I was working from home until I realized that I no longer even was talking to my clients because I was talking on the phone, building teams. And it was so unfair to the people that were sitting in my chair. I was giving them none of my attention, none. And most people that come to you to sit in your chair, you're their therapist. Well, they couldn't get any therapy from me because I was too busy talking to people in Australia, talking to people in the UK, talking to people in Philadelphia, building teams. And I was no longer giving my customers and my clientele any attention. So I was a hairstylist for 27 years. I'm a bishop's daughter, a former worship leader. Let's see, I'm biracial. My mother's Japanese. My father's Black. He met her in the service. I did not go to college, but I did go to one of the most prestigious high schools in Philadelphia. And then I went to beauty school. But I do have a degree in Google research. I want you to write that down, right? Because it bothers me sometimes, the things that people will send you a text message about, hey, do you know X, Y, and Z? Because I'm gonna tell you something. I think about some of the questions that people ask me. I would never ask my sponsor some of the things that I get asked because I go immediately to Google to find all of my answers. And if I don't go to Google, I go to YouTube University, right? So I've gotten some degrees from YouTube University and from Google Research. And I want you to know that when I began network marketing in 2008, hey, Tamara, right? When I began network marketing in 2008, there was no social media. There was MySpace. There was no social media. MySpace was not like how Facebook is right now. And so we couldn't build. The only way we knew to build was to do what? Meet people face to face, talk to them. Because what we understood about the industry and about women, here's what I understand about women. Write this down. Women will buy what they can see, what they can feel, what they can touch, what they can taste, and what they can smell. All of the senses. What they can see, touch, feel, taste, smell. That's what women will buy. And I knew my very first company was a company that, although they had a nutritional line, they had a garment line, a product that claimed to help you drop certain amount of sizes in 10 minutes, right? And we led the wrong way. We led with the garment. We were taught to lead with the garment and not the nutritional line, which is why it kind of became like a fad product. And we made a lot of money. We did make a lot of money. I knew nothing about network marketing. I was ignorant on fire. Here's what I did know. What I did know was that I was going through a divorce. I was almost 300 pounds. I was suffering with depression. I had a son that was going to college. I had a son that was going to high school. I had a daughter that was going to elementary school, right? And I was single again. No one gets married to think that you're going to end up divorced. And in almost $50,000 worth of debt that I did not create. So here I am, the bishop's daughter, going through a divorce. Uh-oh. Y'all know how that made me feel, right? The bishop's daughter going through a divorce, still trying to lead worship, still trying to muster up the energy to walk into the doors of the church every Sunday. Feeling like the world is against me. I'm overweight, depressed. Right now, here's what's so crazy is I tell this story, and y'all know on the other night when I did the training, I said, listen, there were some days that I just told myself that I wanted to take my life, but I was vain. I told you I was vain, so I wasn't gonna cut myself or nothing like that. I just figured like if a bus hit me or if I fell down the steps or something like that, that's the kind of didn't feel like I belonged here, right? I'm a little vain. I wasn't gonna take pills and all that kind of craziness, but I just felt like I didn't belong here anymore. I felt like my life had no meaning. Has anybody ever felt like that? Like your life has no meaning, right? Well, network marketing, it saved my life. And here's why network marketing saved my life. It saved my life because we think that network marketing is about a product. We think it's about a wrap. We think it's about the keto energy. We think it's about the keto coffee. Guess what? It has nothing to do with that. It could be air in a paper bag. It could be puppy chow. It could be kibbles and bits. It could be kitty food. It could be kitty litter. It could be a bag of dirt. What you don't understand about network marketing is that network marketing, it does three things. And write this down. Network marketing compresses time, it builds character, and it exposes our flaws. So let me help you understand why network marketing saved my life. Because it really is just a personal development plan disguised with a paycheck. It's a personal development plan disguised in a compensation plan. That's what network marketing is. And because I made a decision to kind of, in 2014, which is why I say it changed my life. So let me back up. As I'm going through this divorce in 2008, I joined my first company, broke. I had no money. I was broke. I told you guys I borrowed the money from my rent, right? Because I knew that I had to get it back. I had to put that emotional attachment back to having to put that money back. So I joined network marketing in 2008. I started making money, ignorance on fire, but I started hearing these trainings because I was smart enough to know, don't miss a training. Don't ever miss an event that you qualify for. So here they go talking about this conference, Kay, and I'm thinking to myself, now, you know, I was talking to myself for real loud, and I was saying, so, you know, Nina and myself was saying, right? I was so broke, I couldn't even think straight. And I'm thinking to myself, as they're talking about this conference that was coming up, how the heck am I going to afford conference? I'm going through a divorce with a son in college, right? I'm the only person there to take care of my kids. I'm in almost $50,000 worth of debt. I had already borrowed the money from my rent to join the company. Thank God I was able to put the money back. What is I going to do? Now, I had a choice. I had a crossroad to make. I could either focus on what was going on with being broke, right? Or I could figure something out. What's amazing is we can figure something out when it comes to everything else but our business. And you know what I did, Kay? I heard somebody over talking in the salon about how they had gone to sell some gold. And I said, you did what? How much did you get for it? She said, I took all my gold. I was broke. She had a bill to pay. And I think she was like in a point where she was getting ready to lose her house. She took all her gold. And I said, how much did they give you? And she got almost $5,000 for this gold, because gold was a really big commodity in 2008. It was huge, right? As the real estate market was crashing, gold, the value of gold was rising. And so I said, what? So I went home, you guys, crying as I'm at my jewelry boxes. And I started going through my jewelry boxes to find all the real gold, because, you know, I had the costume jewelry in there and real gold too. And I went through to take all the real gold that I had out. And I ran myself down there to that jewelry store and sold my gold to get inventory for the company that I was in, because I saw that everybody that was making good money had product. They had inventory. They had inventory because if a store doesn't have inventory, nobody can come shop from you. Well, I decided that I was qualified to go to this conference that I wasn't going to miss, because I heard all the top earners in front of the room say, never miss a conference that you qualify for. And so I went and sold my gold. Oh yeah, sold it. Not once, but twice, because I called myself holding on to something. So because I needed product, I bought the product, I flipped the product. How many of you are sitting on product? Okay, let me just keep teaching. So I flipped the product, and then I went back, sold some more gold so that I could buy my conference ticket, my plane ticket, and then we put six women in one hotel room, because all of us made up our minds that we needed to be at conference. How bad do you want it? See, we say things like, I want to be a millionaire so freaking bad, right? Oh, I want to be a diamond. Oh, I'm going to be double diamond. And we say it like, oh, watch me. And then somebody don't answer your call the following week. And let me throw this one in there for free. Leaders, let me tell you something. Leaders, you will always take 100% of the blame, whether it's your fault or not. Get used to it. It's the price you pay as a leader. It's the price we pay. It's the price that comes with the title. It's the price that comes with the paycheck. You're going to take 100% of the blame at all times. So when people are not having success, it's your fault. It's your fault that they didn't write. See, when we came over here to It Works Global, let me tell you what I did. Me, the top earner from my company. See, I came to It Works with money. I came as the #1 earner of my company with a product that I didn't even consume. Maybe I need to say that again. I came here from a company where I was the #1 earner, not a top earner, Kaye, the #1 earner, right? With a product I didn't consume. And you talking about, I don't know nobody that want my raps. I don't want nobody. Are you kidding me right now? I didn't even drink the product. But I was the #1 because here's what I'm passionate about. Never being broke another day of my life. Okay? Here's what I'm passionate about. Being a woman of my word. See, if I say it out of my mouth, you best believe it's going to happen. So I'm not going to walk around I'm going to be a diamond. Oh, I'm going to hit Ruby this week and I'm going to do it this month. And then go on a witness protection program. Don't answer the phones. Don't, oh my God. Oh, my cousin wouldn't join me. Oh, my family, they quit. Oh, my diamond, she quit. Oh, she wasn't a diamond. I heard Pam Souter told me, your diamonds quit, Nina. They weren't diamonds. I said, yep, Pam. And now I got a substitute about it because now I'm like, they was rhinestones. People are going to quit. And I'm going to teach you some numbers so you'll understand just why they quit, right? They quit. They supposed to quit. It's part of the numbers game. See, because you don't understand that you're in business. Baby, this is not a club. This is not, I know we treat it like one. We're like family, right? And all of that. That's my sister girl. And oh my gosh. And the conferences are like rah, 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 shish, kumbah, right? But this is a business. And at the end of the day, and at the first thing, I'm a business woman. So we've got to understand that there's some things here, and that network marketing is 2 things. 2, write this down. Network marketing is psychological and it's numerical. It's a numbers game. And I've got to learn how to have conversations with people where I am listening louder than I speak. That's the problem. We want to look like the expert. We want to sound like the expert. We want this person to know how much success we had, how much money we made, how many people we've signed, how many rubies we've broken, I don't want you to know anything about me. Baby, I want to know everything about you. What size underwear do you wear? What's your social security number? Who you married to? Who shot John? What's your mama name? What's your daddy name? Where did you go to school? Where do you live? How many kids do you have? See, I ask all of the right questions. Change your questions, change your life, change your business. Change your questions, you'll change your life, you'll change your business. So I ask the right questions. See, when people tell me that they want to do things, like someone will say, oh, I can't wait. I want to buy a house with a big pool and a white picket fence and a long driveway. And I ask questions like, do you have a plan for that? What's your plan for that? All of my prospects, I want to know, what's your plan for that? See, because I ask questions like, if you had $1 million. See, y'all asking questions like, did you see Power? I don't give a flying fig who shot Ghost. Is that what his name is? Ghost, right? The thing that cracks me up, the one that really messes me up is the housewives of Orange something, LA and Atlanta. And most of them are not even wives. And we'll talk about this dumb stuff. And I'm too busy asking people questions like, if you had $1 million, what would you do with it? Right? And I let people talk. Because I'm going to tell you something. When people start talking, they realize how crazy they sound. Right? And I let them talk. And then I ask those questions like, well, what's your plan for that? Do you have a plan for that? Because I need them to hear how ridiculous they sound. So if someone tells you, oh, wow, see, you've been drinking this coffee. Tell me all about it. And I'll just say, you know what, girl? I can show you better than I can tell you. You really need to come taste this coffee. When can we meet? Even if I have to make it in one of my thermo mugs, if she can't come to my home or if I can't go to her home, meet me halfway somewhere. I'll put it in my mug and bring 2 cups so that we can sample that out wherever we are. Where can we meet? Because I don't want to talk about it. You know why I don't want to talk about it? Because I'm going to do it on some injustice. You got to taste this coffee. Why? Because I know that if I can get you to taste it, oh, taste and see. That's that the coffee is good. Blessed is the keto coffee with my sweet cream in it and my frother. Right? I know that once I get you to taste it, I've got you, especially if I know that you love coffee. So imagine that we're doing all this talk. I don't talk. I do not talk. Here's what I do. When I know somebody that's interested in the business, I send them a video. I'll say, hey, see, you know why? Because I need to do a temperature check about how serious you are. I don't have time to play because I am a mom, a wife, a grandma, right? A business owner of multiple businesses. And I don't have time to play. I don't have time for you to play with me. So here's what I need you to do. Here's my temperature check. Watch this video. Write down any questions you might have. And let's schedule a time. Schedule it. I am scheduling the time. I need to know when we can talk. This video is 5 minutes long. This video is 9 minutes, whatever because it depends on who the person is as to what kind of video I'm sending them. My network marketers get all comp plan information because that's all they care about. How much money? A network marketer is at the bottom, at the end of the day, how many money? But if I know that I've got somebody that's, can I just keep it 100% real on this live? Okay. I'm not going to send my African-American sisters an all-white video. That just doesn't make, you know why? Because my sisters are going to look at a video and say they can't relate to that. They don't see themselves, right? But if I know that I have a professional Caucasian woman, then I'm going to send her a video of Alyssa Wilbur or Cammie Pentecost. So I choose the video based on who I'm talking to and vice versa, right? I don't just send one blanket video. It just depends on who I'm talking to as to what I send them. But that's the first exposure. Because exposures build your business. All right? Write that down. Exposures build your business. So when I'm posting on social media, I am posting to attract people to what I do. That is not working my business. I hope y'all heard that. That's not working my business. I am not working my business until I've successfully been able to have a conversation with you, whether it be through the messenger, through DM, or on my phone, right? Preferably in my phone. So here's how I get you off of social media and into my phone. This is what I'll say. Colette, I'll say, hey, Colette, thank you so much. I saw that you really, really enjoyed my post. Oh my gosh, do you know anybody who may love coffee? Or do you know anybody who's having issues with their skin? Or whatever the case may be, whatever the post may have been, right? And you know they're gonna probably come back and forth with you, right? And then by the second, once I get them to engage with me, Colette, here's what I say to them. Hey, listen, I rarely check my inbox. Now, y'all know I check my inbox a couple times a day, right? But they don't know that. So, listen, I rarely check my inbox. And because you are now in my inner circle. See, people want to feel like they're important to you now. Because you're in my inner circle, I never want to miss one of your very important messages to me. So here's what I need you to do. Heather, I need you to text your name to my phone so I can store your contact and I will never send you the voicemail. Because I send all those spammy calls to voicemail. I get 9 out of 10 people to text their name to my phone. The one person that doesn't, guess what? They're not ready. They're just not ready. It doesn't mean that they won't at some future time. It just means they're not ready. But I get about 9 out of 10. And everybody goes in my phone as blank, blank prospect. So when I'm going to send follow-ups, all I type in is one word, prospects, or blank, blank customer. When I'm going to do follow-ups, customers. Now it's simpler because we can go from the Connect app. But before Connect, this is what I did. And still, when I'm following up, because papers get lost, but I do have several journals like this one where I keep loads and loads of names because I'm constantly adding to my list. So one of the first things that we did when we got here is We sat in Jared and Portia's hotel room, and y'all might think I'm joking or not, but I made a list. I had a little notebook, and I made a list. I didn't fly to Florida thinking I was going to join them or whatever they were doing, but it made sense to me. Even though I told my husband no, and I told Mike Patillo no, and I was like, heck no, I ain't doing it. It works. No, I'm not doing it. No, right? I'm the number one earner of another company. What I look like coming to some health and wellness company where now I got to sell results. No, I'm not doing it, right? And what I did was I said, you know, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to use the same mindset that I had when I was in that company where I was the number one earner and I didn't even use the product. So I got 8 loyal customers in, 3 business partners, ran to Ruby in 3 hours, not even sampling a product. How you like me now? Because I'm not selling products. I'm selling a dream. I'm not selling a product. I'm selling the opportunity for you to partner with me. Here's what I'm really selling when I'm launching. If you're launching or you're relaunching your business, for all of you new people, I am selling prime real estate positioning in my organization, like Park Place and Boardwalk on a Monopoly game. So if you're brand new to It Works, those first 3 people, you got to ask them. See, posture up. Sit straight up when you talk to them. Don't hang your head down. Know the value of what you've got. Because let me tell you, I'm going to tell you, when I tell you what you've got here and It Works, know the value of what you've got. And you got to say to them, don't ask though. I didn't ask the first 3 people, hey, you think you might want to take a look at? No, I called the first 3 people and I said, hey, Joe, how you doing? I'm about to do the biggest thing ever. You in or no? You want a top spot or no? Because see, can you stand to be blessed? Because you know the first couple people I put in, you know, I got to build under them regardless. Does it even make sense that I go past 3 or 4 people? It makes no sense. Who you going to help out there? 7, 8, 9, and 10. Who you going to help? It makes no sense here. So I've got to build under you regardless. You in or no? It's real simple. 4 customers, 3 business partners. I got some scripts. You ready to run? What? See, I didn't call people like, so, I mean, It Works Global, and we got this wrap, right? And I think it like, if you put it on and you got to wear it like for 45 minutes, and then we've got like a coffee, and then, no! They were like, what's the price? I don't know. Ask me today what's on the wrap. I don't know. Cream. I don't know. So lotion, it's Titan's Botanical or something like that. It feels like a peppermint patty when I put it on my skin. That's what I know. Like, why do I care? I don't care. If you need to know the information, I can send you a little link from my website. You look at it because you want to know, not me. I know that It Works Global pays out on time. I know that It Works Global's products must work. See, what you got to understand is we've got some leverage here. It Works is not on trial. The products are not on trial. The industry is not on trial. The leadership is not on trial. As a matter of fact, I have never in my tenure of being a network marketer heard one bad thing about Mark and Cindy Pentecost. Not ever. Take that to the bank and cash that. Because I'm going to tell you, I've seen some unethical things. I've been around some unethical people. I ain't never heard one bad thing about Pam Sauer and Big Daddy. Okay? I know Mike Patillo and I know Tiffany Patillo from my first company. They were like the head honchos in my first company, right? When I first started network marketing, I never heard one. Now, here's the thing. Now, here's what you'll hear. You'll hear naysayers say dumb stuff. I don't pay attention to that. You ain't give me the facts, Jack. If it ain't no fact, if there's no facts, I don't want to hear it, right? But I've never heard anything negative about the leadership of this company. So the company is not on trial. What are you worried about? If a person uses the products properly, they are going to work. Period. The end. What my daughter say, period, mamas, right? Now here, if they don't have the results that they desire, maybe we need to shift some things. See, as a business owner, I am committed to seeing it through with them. So if a product didn't work for them, right? I may suggest another product on me. On me. It is my job, not utopia. It is my job as a business owner to keep my customer happy. My job, not Utopia, not Mark Pentecost, not Pam, not Kay, not my sponsor, my job. I went and got you. It didn't work for you. So here's what I know. Fat Fighter, it don't work for Nina Moore. You know why it doesn't work for Nina Moore? Because Nina Moore doesn't eat high fats. So when I take Fat Fighter, I am very regular. But when I take Fat Fighter, it binds me up. So I've learned to ask the right questions before I just shove somebody on Fat Fighter. Because if you're not eating a lot of fat, Fat Fighter's gonna bind you up. So there's some things that you just gotta know. I'm not waiting for somebody to osmosisly give me all the information. I'm gonna go find the information, or I'm gonna become a product of the product. So now I know. So you gotta understand there's some things, there's some systems that work. Systems beat talent every single time. I don't expect anyone to get on in front of a room and sound like me. You can't do it. I can say, we're live, no matter if I'm sick, headache, hoarse, no matter, I'm gonna say it. I've got a certain kind of energy, like I've got a rhythm to my life, right? I don't expect anyone to be like me. Here's the problem. You're too busy comparing your chapter 1 to somebody's chapter 25. What do I look like comparing myself to Pam South? I've been here 13 months. She's been here since the conception of this company. Why would I compare myself to her? I would want to slit my wrist if I compared myself to Pam South, right? I'm comparing myself to what I did yesterday. I'm comparing myself to what I did last month. I'm comparing myself to what I am comparing. Here's what I'm really comparing myself to. I'm comparing myself to my calendar because I have one physically. This is my November, and I'm not finished. This is November. If your calendar don't look like this, you can figure out why your check look like this. This will determine how much money you are making. This. So when you want to see why, how in the world did Nina Moore come in here and go presidential in 4 months? I'm going to show you how. Let's go back to January. Dang, I keep forgetting to bring December's in the other room, in the other book. Let's go back to January. This is just part of my plan. I had stuff every single day. Parties, exposures, one-on-ones, coffee shop, parties, opportunity calls, Zooms, follow up. So here's the thing. When I tell somebody and they tell me no, because they do tell me no, they crazy, but they tell me no, right? So when they tell me no, okay, what I say is, okay, no problem. I understand. Today is just not your day. Would it be okay if I put you down on my calendar to follow up with you, let's just say in 60 days, see where you are, see how you're doing with that 100-pound weight loss goal that you've got, right? And I'll let you know how my business is going in about 60 days. You know what they're going to say, Lachey? They're going to say, sure. You know why they're going to say sure? Because they don't think, they like, she ain't calling me back. So they're like, sure, go ahead. What they don't know about Nina Moore is when Nina said, I'm going to call you back in 60 days, guess what happened? You just got an appointment in my book. And oh, I was going to call you because I look in this book every single day, every day of my life. If I leave home and I forget it, I make my family screenshot it and send it to me. Oh my God, I left my book on the table. Oh my God, and I'm freaking out at the airport. Send me a picture. Because I need to be connected to my plan. If you fail to plan, then you are planning to fail. Write the vision, make it what? Plain. And so, see, you hit presidential, and then most people, they like, oh, let me celebrate. I hit presidential. No, after I hit presidential, I went and I enrolled a new 25 people. That ain't time to get comfortable. Let me tell you why it's not time to get comfortable. It is not time to get comfortable because this is the season right here. See, this is the season that I hit diamond, then I went diamond, then I went from diamond to triple. Stayed at triple. I was mad because I missed going prez the following month at the triple, right? But stayed triple 2 months and then went prez. Diamond in 7 days, right? I don't know if I hit double and then triple. I don't think so. I think I skipped it and went because I remember getting like 2 bonuses at a time, right? It's written in my other calendar. But guess what months we did that in? November and December. And then we hit presidential in January. Tell me what's going on right now in this holiday season. Are stores closing down at like 5 o'clock? No, they're staying open later, right? Our stores now, Lachey, what are they doing? They're hiring more staff. They're putting more product in the stores. Why would we dare take our foot off the gas? Why would we? When people, hold on, I'm so excited. I wish I had brought the package in here. I bust open a package today when I came in and it was carb control. Let me tell you how I'm about to do a whole boomerang dance with my carb control. Because I'm be like, while y'all eating, look at, what? Are you serious right now? Right now, the fact that product dropped, you could be a millionaire off that one product. Do you realize that It Works has equipped us to work our business, and you could run an entire business off of one product? I can run an entire business off of keto coffee. What do y'all see me do every single day? Every single day, without fail. Make a cup of keto coffee. Whether it's a boomerang of it, whether it's a video of it, whether I'm talking and doing a live and I'm making my coffee, I'm never selling the product. I'm showing that I drink my keto coffee and perhaps suggesting that maybe that's why my waistline is still so small. Perhaps. Now, here's why people don't win. And you tell me about if I'm talking too much, Kay, and I'll stop. Here's why most people don't win. Because the fortune is in the follow-up, but it's not in the follow-up, it's in the immediate follow-up. Not just in the follow-up. So you go to an event and you're vending and you wait past 48 hours and you have not reached out to those people that sign your little, sign-in sheets, you can forget it. They have forgotten you. It's like cold French fries. Who eats cold French fries? First of all, don't eat no McDonald's French fries. They're going to stay in your system about 6 months. But imagine a cold McDonald's French fry. How disgusting is that? You can't even put them in the oven and warm those back up, right? You don't eat cold French fries. Well, you've allowed your French fries to get cold if you're not following up. But listen to the numbers, because I promised you to give you some numbers, right? Network marketing is a numbers game. The fortune is in the follow-up. So the number of distributors who follow up, 45% of distributors follow up one time. Oh, that's a big number. 45% follow up one time. Now you mad because Lillian, they're like, oh, she told me no. Oh my God, slit my throat. I'm so mad. Oh my God, right? So you follow up one time, and guess what happens, Gloria? You're only going to turn about 2%. 2% of sales. 2% of people will join you or buy from you. One follow-up. 28% of distributors follow up 2 times. Guess what the percentage of turnaround is? 3%. 3%. 12% of distributors will follow up 3 times. 3. Well, guess what the turnaround of sales for that is? 5%. 10% of distributors will follow up 4 times, yielding 10% of a turnaround. Now, I will tell you that's factual. You will always convert 10% of the people that you're speaking to. So I always know people never have to tell me, Nina, I'm working. For real, I'm working. I promise you, I'm working. First of all, you don't owe me any explanation. You are in business for yourself. However, you also don't have to tell me, because you're lying to yourself. You're trying to make it sound good. You're not working because the numbers don't lie. If you are talking to enough people, you're going to close 10% of those people. So if you're talking to 0 people, that is why there's no conversion going on. Because we got a little lazy. We got a little lackadaisical. We got a little, oh, I earned a bonus. A little, woo. No, celebrate for 12 hours. I'm going to give you 12. I was getting ready to say for like 30 minutes, but I'm going to give you 12 hours to celebrate. And then that's it. That's all. Get back to work. You can celebrate when your bank account looks like your telephone number. That's when it's time to celebrate. That's when it's time to put your feet up and, right? Now, the last one, 5% of distributors follow up 5 to 12 times. That's where you would kind of call me. Like, I'm right on up there. I'm going to keep calling you. This girl, she accidentally answered my call today, y'all. I was following up on my way home from visiting somebody today, and I said I'm going to call her again because she keeps ignoring my messages and stuff. She don't know that I'm going to keep calling her till she blocks me. And I called her on the way home this evening, and Kaye, she answered the phone and she was like, oh, and then she hung up on me. But guess what? It's okay, because I'm going to keep calling her until she tells me, stop calling. Because I follow up 5 to 12 times until you say, stop it, Nina, stop it. But most people are not going to tell you that, right? So guess what the conversion rate is for the distributors, for the 5% that follow up 5 to 12 times. Guess what the conversion rate is? 80% close. 80%. I did not buy my Mercedes-Benz the first time I got in. How many other cars did I go through before I got to my Mercedes? It takes a person at least 5 to 7 exposures before they're going to purchase, and you taking it personal. For what? See, because you don't understand business. That's why. So now your little feelings hurt. You done took it personal, and it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with network marketing. It's 2 things. It's numerical and it's psychological. Now, if you told me that you talked to that person 15 times and they still are, that's my friend. She's my best friend, and she still won't buy from me. She is not your best friend. Okay? Let me help you out right there. She's not your best friend, because your best friend will buy the product from you even if she has to give it away to somebody else. Okay? And I don't know one person that we don't have a product for, because if you got skin, we got something for you. Skin. Oh, I got something for you. Oh, you can't. Oh, here's the one. Oh, does it have caffeine? Now, baby, I know I saw you drinking coffee all week long. But now you want to ask me, does my coffee have caffeine? Well, you don't have to buy the coffee. But you got skin? You want to support me? Do you have skin? Oh, okay. Because if you got skin, you don't have to worry about don't worry about what's in nothing. Soap is in the cleanser. Soap for your face. Soap. So you're putting yourself in position to give people too many. I don't ask questions. Because, and as a matter of fact, when I'm following up with people to get on my calls or opportunity calls, I don't say, hey, am I going to see you on the call at 8 o'clock? No, I say things like, hey, can't wait to see you on the call at 8 o'clock. I'm never going to give you a chance to be negative towards me. Not ever. Not ever. So, see, belief is a muscle. And I think that that's where some of the people are stuck at. Belief is a muscle that must be stretched. It's a muscle. And too many of us are not stretching that muscle memory of belief, that muscle memory of faith. See, faith, we all know that, our needs, write this down. Your needs, N-E-E-D-S, needs times faith plus skill equals success. So your needs, or your why, times your faith plus skill will equal success. Never allow what you see to cause you to forget or forfeit what you heard when you got here. The vision that you got, the dream that you had in sight, the goals that you had. Never allow what you see. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You don't know where the cell phone telecommunication line is coming from, but you believe you're going to get on it and it's going to work. You get in that car every single day, turn the key, and believe it's going to take you where you got to go. You turn on Waze, the Waze app on your phone, and blindly listen to turn right, turn left, turn right, and just believe it's going to take you where you've got to go. But you can't believe that if you follow these steps to success, which is what I printed out when I joined, and it said, join, get qualified, because our auto ship is a non-negotiable. Let me say that again. Our auto ship is a non-negotiable. It used to cost me $2,000 or more to run my salon every month. It cost me almost $20,000 to start my salon. It cost me I started with $500 in my position. I started here with $500 in my husband's position because I'm in business. I launched a business. Hello. And we both have multiple auto ships because we use the product. My husband goes through 2 bags of keto energy a month by himself. 2, because he gets up for work at 2:30 a.m. He goes to the gym right after work. So he takes a keto energy when he gets up, and then he takes another one before he goes to the gym at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, because he gets off at 12:30. So our auto ships, they're non-negotiables. They're the products that we need to either utilize or give away. It's what I sow into my business. But this said, start your business by enrolling with a business builder kit and then make sure you become commission qualified each month. Then it said get 4 loyal customers. Well, I did that. How did I do that? I called people like, hey, I joined the company. No, I don't want you to join. I don't need you to join. I'm not asking you to join my team, but I do need you to be a product tester for me for 90 days. You in, right? What product do you want? Pick a product, anything. Well, what they got? Stuff, energy stuff, coffee stuff, soap for your face. Like, I kept it real easy. I didn't go into the greens is 34 fruits and vegetables and 52 superfoods and matcha green tea and then the da-da-da-da-da and the rap, da-da-da-da-da. No, I didn't do all that because don't nobody want to hear that. I said, can you help me? Help is the magic word. Then it said, go Ruby. Matter of fact, most of the things that I read, Kaye, it didn't just say go Ruby, it said run to Ruby. See, what? I look at words. It said run to Ruby.
Yeah, because I ain't like this now.
Run means don't walk, don't wag. Wagging. Wogging is when you jog walk, right? Wog, right? Don't walk, don't crawl. It said run to Ruby. That meant do it fast. You know why? Write this down. Money likes speed. Money likes speed. Momentum is hard to get, but easy to lose. So you need to run to Ruby. Stop thinking. There's nothing to think about. Here's the plan. The steps to success. You had to take a memory jogger and write listen, I print everything out. Write my hundreds list. Now, I didn't do this because I lose papers. I have journals that I write in, all right? Because I will lose this. But I do give these to my new recruits. If they're right here with me, I pull it out. Give me 10 names right now, right while you're with me, right now. You have to move your new reps to action. See, right now, people so excited. Oh, we getting these points for Margaritaville. All we care about is getting them points for Margaritaville. Now, you have not sponsored a new rep until they've enrolled, they've boosted, set up their auto ship, got their 4 loyal customers, and they are structured for Ruby and ready to launch their business. Until then, you have signed a new rep. You have not sponsored a new rep. There is a big difference between sponsoring a new rep and signing a new rep. So I am telling you that that's what we did with everybody. Everybody has to launch. When Starbucks opens up, as a matter of fact, I'm sure that y'all have seen it all over social media, that Starbucks is getting ready to open up this huge, like a 4-story Starbucks in Chicago. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to have a big old grand opening to let everybody know, hey, we're here, ta-ta-da-da. They don't care that there's another Starbucks probably about a mile away from it. I don't care. Here's what's so crazy to me. Well, I don't know if I want to post on social media. I don't know if I want to host a party because my girlfriend, she do Mary Kay, and the other one, they do Pampered Chef. And I mean, people have been, they know I did some other businesses. You know what's so crazy? Popeyes on one corner, KFC on another, Wendy's on one corner, McDonald's on another corner. Do they care? The one hotel on one side of the road, the other hotel on the other side of the road, gas station over there, gas station on that corner store right here. Who cares? Who cares? People, why should they buy from you? Why should they buy from you? Why should they buy from you? What kind of service are you offering? What kind of warmth and comfort and expertise are you offering your customers? Why should they buy from you? People know they better buy from me, because let me find out somebody bought something from somebody else and I could have sold it to them. Shame on Nina. Shame on Nina. Then we got a nerve to get mad when your girlfriend joined with somebody else, your cousin joined with somebody else. What did you talk about it? You didn't even tell them, like, you a secret agent. You are undercover, secret, it works agent. And now you mad because they done joined with somebody else. Your neighbors get products from somebody else. Your coworkers, you walk in and they drinking keto coffee and you like, what? Well, did you bring some to make for them with your frother and some? Did you bring it? So here's some more numbers. Write this down. The number 100. And I taught this the other night. This is powerful. This is going to change your mind. I'm telling you, this is going to help you really understand network marketing. Write the number 100 down. Out of every 100 leaders, one person out of 100 will build a real legacy and make a major impact. Legacy. 1 out of 100. So why you mad and they not working and they not this and they not that? And guess what? Here's the real deal. Have you even taken time to find out what they really want? Or is it that you want it for them because they got so much potential? But all they want to do is earn an extra $200 a month, $300 a month, and you trying to make them earn $10,000 a month. They don't have the muscle memory for $10,000 a month. But if you get enough people that want to earn $500 a month, guess what? You will win by default. 1 out of 100, one will build a major impact, will build a big legacy. 4 people out of 100 will become wealthy. 4, write that down. 4 out of 100. 20 people out of this 100 people will buy their own press. That means they're going to have a big ego. They won't follow the system. They just, you know, the problem children, the ones that they claim the most. They came in on them $10 deals, them $20 deals. They don't run an auto ship, but they always got a complaint. 20 people. They always going to tell you what they going to do. I'm getting ready to watch me. Oh, this is the month. This is it. I am going Ruby this month. I am going Simon, right? And they buy their own press, 20. And then 25 people will stay at the same income. Why? Because they refuse to grow. 25. So that's the first 50 out of 100. 25 will refuse to go. They will refuse to do it again. They will refuse to do what it took them to get to where they are now. They refuse. The last 50 people, Kay, will quit. 50 out of 100 will quit. They will blame their sponsors. They will blame the industry. And they will never do MLM again because it was a scheme. It was a scam. They didn't write a list. They didn't run an auto ship. They didn't boost their products. They didn't launch their business. They didn't do any of those things. They didn't get on a training. They never came to a conference. They never made an investment in themselves. They never read a book. They didn't understand network marketing. They never answered their calls. But they will tell you it was a scam and they quit. While you taking it personal. They quit me. Oh my God, I'm an awful leader because they quit me. No, you're not an awful leader. You were a leader with people who were doing what they were supposed to do. Quit. Not everybody's going to be, listen, not everybody's going to be a rock star. Not everybody, but if you look at the numbers, it's a numbers game. Work with the willing. Because here's what I know. You can invest some time. You can invest time into people who you think are a dud. See, by statistics, and y'all can tell her that I said this because she said it herself. Kay, you were there. By statistics, Cammie Pentecost was a dud. She didn't sign her first rep for 6 months. How many of y'all would have been like, look at this. Look at her saying she wanted. Oh, she said she want to change her life and 6 months go by and she don't sign 1 rep. Then she becomes the first black diamond. Never count a person out unless they counsel themselves out. Never count a person out. Keep them engaged. Keep them encouraged. Keep them in the good page.
Right? You did all that one, and your mama's gonna make you stand yourself with a pen.
You don't have to coax them or coddle them, but don't throw them by the wayside. Still reach out to them. Say, hey, I'm just checking on you. You good? Because you don't know. What if they just lost their brother or their mother or their their job or their dog or whatever. You don't know what people are going through that might cause them to be in a different place mentally. But guess what? When they're ready to come back, baby, if you didn't give up on them, when they are ready to come back, they coming back with a roaring, raging fire. So you got to understand it's a numbers game. And I want you to give yourself permission to fail. Give yourself permission to fail, but fail forward. Fail moving forward. I need you to give yourself permission to not be at your 100%. See, here's what's wrong. We too afraid to tell people, I'm having a bad month and I can't figure out why. You need some help, some guidance, walking through this place that you're in. And I'm going to tell you something. Leaders, if we are not uncomfortable, we are not growing. I am the most uncomfortable that I have ever been in my career of network marketing. I am uncomfortable trying to figure this thing out. I'm like, okay, all right, they build on social over here. Okay, but I'm an old school builder because I'm old. I'm almost 50, right? I'm like, I build in the living rooms. So you know what I did? I stopped comparing myself because comparison is the thief of joy. And what did I do? I kept on building the way that I know and started trying to integrate some social media. But you do what works for you. Do what works for you. If home parties work for you, be the home party queen. If social media works for you, be the social media queen. Now, here's what I know. When you're moving into a new season, what worked in the last season may not always work in the new season. So in the wintertime here in Philadelphia, we would look right crazy wearing tank tops. Because it won't work for me. Tank tops don't work for me in the wintertime here. That's why I got this big old heavy sweatshirt on. I had on a heavy vest today with fur line because it was cold. It doesn't always work. You have to be willing. We have to be open enough. So here's what's good too. Hold on, I wrote this little note down in my, where is it? Oh God, I say it all the time and now it's kind of like, hold on, stay with me, I'm gonna find it. Where did I write it down? I'm gonna find it, give me 2 seconds. Ooh. Where is it? I'm gonna find it. You have got to be, where is it? Oh, all right, I'll go back there. All right, so we gotta know that our egos can't be the thing that drives us. Egos mean we're exiting God out. But you gotta put your ego on chill because guess what? Just because we had success, nobody wants to hear about what we did last year. Nobody wants to. If you're not creating new stories, leaders, if we're not creating new stories, if we're not creating new rubies, if we're not creating new emeralds, guess what's going to happen? You best believe in 90 days, you're going to see a huge drop in your numbers because you've got to keep causing people to believe. Stop. Folks, so once you build someone to like diamond and you help them build a diamond, go break into another leg. Go find somebody who wants to go ruby and start creating rubies again. Start going for it because you gotta make sure that you're not stuck and stagnant and just running with those people that ran already. You gotta know that you're developing leaders. You gotta deploy leaders. Deploy them. It makes you a better leader. It makes you a better leader when you've raised up other leaders that can now go run their business without you. Our goal is to kind of get a person, just like we get our kids to the point where they're 18 and then they go out of the house. They listen to me. They go out of the house, y'all. Okay. The kids, they go out of the house, right? That's the growth, So now you want to make sure that we're raising our business partners to not need us. You should be writing yourself out of the equation. Take yourself out of the equation. And so listen, quitting is not an event. It's a process. And you don't quit after you quit. You quit during this process. You can't be so focused on the before and the after that you're not worried about what's in between, the process. There is a process to success. But most of us are like, well, I joined and ooh, presidential. No, there's a process in between. But I watch most people quit 90 days before they quit. Oh, they've already quit. When they stop showing up, they've already quit. When they start complaining, they've already quit. When they not only start complaining, but they start complaining to other people. And that's so wrong. If you've got a problem with someone, I don't even know why the Holy Spirit is leading me this way, but if you've got a problem with someone, especially your upline, don't go talking downline to it, because you're killing your business. And you're wondering why they stopped getting on the call. They stopped doing this. They stopped having parties. They stopped because you killed their belief. Because you mad. And instead of being an adult and going to talk to somebody, you're going to take your stuff down. You're killing your business. Here's what I want you to also understand. We as leaders are not perfect. And guess what? Our stuff stink too. We go boo-boo, it stink. Right? Here's what you got to do. Let us off the hook. I don't even know what. Let your leaders off the hook. They're human beings that are prone to errors just like you. But let's be mature enough to talk it out so that whatever the issues are, we can grow past them. And then it'll be it'll be a laugh. You'll be looking back at like, look at how the devil tried to come in my business and he tried to be all messy, right? And look at us now. See, when stuff start to seem like it's all helter-skelter, that's when you're being closer together. You don't go apart. You go closer together. So your mind needs a focus because our mentality produces our reality. Your mind needs an instruction. What are you going to do? What goal are you going for this week, this month, before the end of the year? Your mind needs what? A focus. Your mind needs an instruction. We have to tell our minds what to think. If you're not writing it down, you can forget it. Then your mind needs a hero. It needs a hero. So you got to talk to some people who are doing what you desire to do. Recommit to your vision, not your goal. Let me say it again. Recommit to your vision, not your goal. Make a decision to start, but make a commitment to continue. Ladies and gentlemen, what we have in our hands, and I'm going to close with this. If you only understood what we have in our hands with the gift that we've been given with It Works Global. So what I see, and I've seen a lot of things over my years in the industry. What I see is a group of leadership heading from Mark Pentecost and Cindy Pentecost, who are humble, and they pray over their businesses and they pray over their business partners. You have no idea whether you believe in God or not. I am not trying to force my belief on you. I am just saying to you that you are blessed because this company is blessed. And so we're just getting started. Listen to these numbers. 20 years ago, there was a company that was in 26 countries, and they were doing roughly between $800 and $900 million in sales 20 years ago, right? 20 years ago, that company was 20 years old. We are now about 19 years old, almost 19 years old. We're in 25 countries doing almost about that same amount in sales, right? Well, 20 years later, this particular company, I will not say their name, but this particular company, 20 years later, they're in over 90 countries doing over $3 billion in revenue. Ladies, and maybe there's some gentlemen listening too, we are in the right place at the right time with the right people doing the right thing. I am telling you, be weary, but faint not. Okay? And I am telling you to reconnect to your goal, reconnect to your vision, find yourself a running partner and run like your life and your business depends on it, because it does. So I pray that I've said something that will inspire you, something that will even cause you some correction. Because guess what? Even Jesus corrected those and chastised those that he loved. But I will tell you what I said was in love. But I hope that you were able to find yourself in whatever I said, but that you'd be inspired to, guess what? Take a good look in the mirror and say, you know what? What I was complaining about before, practice this. We're on day 7 of our 30 days of gratitude. You've got to adopt an attitude of gratitude. an attitude of gratitude. Don't complain about anything. I encourage you now, and I challenge each and every one of you that are listening to me right now to not only have an attitude of gratitude, but practicing speaking about all the things that are going right in your business. Stop focusing on what's going wrong. All right. And then when we kumbaya together at conference, right? If you have not gotten your conference ticket, go sell something. I don't care if you bake a cake, if you're good with cleaning somebody's house, I don't care what you got to do. Go sell something, right? And get your ticket because you need to be there. You will see this in a much bigger scope if you are at conference. It's a must. And so thank you again, Kaye, for having me on the line. I think I probably went way much longer than I was supposed to go. But I love you all. I'm humbled to have been here. I'm right back at you.
Listen, sister, that was literally fire. The chat has been blowing up. I know you had no time or ability to read the
Oh, I didn't even see it till just now.
So grateful, like exactly what they needed. Like, this is fire. You know, so many aha moments. If you scroll back up, you'll see aha moments. Like, literally their mind is blown. I asked them for aha moments. Like, they're just, look, like 4 different aha moments from Colette, like just saying exactly what I needed to hear. Their belief has been stretched. It's just like they're failing to move forward. They're just like, they love that quote. Just so many different things. So I just want you to know, like, I know when you have those moments where it just kind of takes over you and you don't even really know, like you didn't plan for words to come out. It was 100% exactly what everybody needed to hear. And I'm just so grateful. So thank you so much. This was so much fun to be on here and just absorb and just allow this team to absorb your energy. It was just really special.
Oh, thank you so much. Does anybody have a question? I'm willing to answer some questions. I'm here. You got me. You might as well while we're here.
All right. Anybody have a few questions? Drop them in the chat now. The faster we see them, the faster we'll get to them. We'll take like 2 questions. If you have one of the questions that came in one of my chats, but you pretty much answered it. I really need to know how she keeps the fire in her team. But you really answered that through continuing to show up and give them the grace to like step in when they're ready, but you continue to enroll, I think is the key. Even if you're like going prez, you're like, nope, 25 more people are in.
Yeah, I don't so I don't motivate. And I'm never going to motivate. I did that early in my career. And if you motivate people, you have to keep motivating them. But I will inspire them. So I put a lot of inspiration in our page. But I think what keeps fire burning is fear of loss, actually. It's more FOMO. You have to keep working on new leaders and developing new leaders because you have to people want to feel like you're still calling their name. Mm-hmm. And so, I feel that, and then it's really too, so here's the difference. Because I've recruited most of my distributors belly to belly, I actually have a relationship with them. And or if they are from social media, there are people that have seen me on social media for a long time. I will say that when you do have a relationship with people, it is very different from just meeting random people that enroll with you because you are able to build through a relationship. And so people tend to be a lot more loyal when there is a relationship versus, I got in at $20. They really, I do pre-qualify my potential distributors. I do. I ask a lot of questions because I am no longer just trying to sign anybody up. And so it was a really difficult thing for me right now because I'm like, I could be getting points for Margaritaville, but I also don't need my ego stroked by saying, oh, I just enrolled a bunch of distributors, because I don't want to enroll a bunch of people who just going to do nothing, right? And really, really waste your time. So I've given a lot of points away. I've moved a lot of customers, because I'm going to get my fast start bonus and my 145, okay? If nothing more. So I was going to get that. But how do I reconnect with my belief is really, so if you ever spend time with me, You either gonna love me or you're gonna hate me. Because even in the hotel room, when people travel with me, they're like, oh my God. Like from the moment I wake up, I travel with a little speaker. And from the moment I wake up, I am blasting personal development. So in the first few, when we wake up with Paige, I'm blasting. She has a playlist that she likes, all her little favorite songs, and we play that first. Once she gets on the bus, I am blasting personal development. I'm constantly reading. I don't watch TV. I don't think TV is a bad thing. It's just bad when you've got goals. And so TV is an, I call it an automatic income reducer. And I give myself permission to watch a show that I like once I've completed everything I was supposed to do. So if I want to watch Power, or like I wanted last night, my son wanted me to watch a movie called American Son. I said, well, just let me do these things. And once I get done this, then I can reward myself with TV. But like, we don't watch like paid TV. We watch maybe the sports, like we like football and things like that. But I don't just sit and watch TV just because it just, I don't know. I've seen that a lot of wealthy people don't watch TV. And when you start to gravitate to the habits of wealthy people, they don't do that. They don't watch TV. They find things that constantly are stretching their minds. And maybe you think that listening to personal development means that you have to be sitting down with a notebook and a pen. No, I could be cleaning the house. I could be cooking. I could be just playing it. It just needs to be playing. In the car, sometimes I don't want anything but personal development. I've got Zig Ziglar in my car. I've got Darren Hardy in my car. Like, those are the things that I want to listen to, podcasts, things like that, things that are constantly challenging me to grow. How do you gracefully release distributors, AKA people who consistently don't work? I don't. They dismiss themselves. See, people got it twisted. They'll say, I got fired. No, you fired yourself. You fired yourself when you stopped doing the actions necessary to keep your good job. So I don't ever release a distributor. They release themselves. And the thing is, because people are in business for themselves, the fact of the matter is, it may not even be that they don't want it. They just may not want it the way you do. They're maybe not sold out the way that we are, right? And so I kind of then go on a search for people who, you know what? Let me give you this, and this will help you. My criteria that I'm looking for when I make my list, then I also categorize my list. Here's how I categorize my list. Once I've got a list of 100 people or more, right? Because I think my first list was like almost 300 people. I'm still in my warm market. I want you all to know that I am pacing myself, right? I'm still in my warm market. I'm probably in like the letter C of my phone. I've got about 8,000 contacts in my phone. Come on, I'm not through my phone yet, right? Everybody that knows me on Facebook hasn't seen what I'm doing yet. So here's how you categorize your list. After you write the names, you want to now put people, we call it 5 checkers. Are they married? This is just some good criteria. It's not always the case, but are they married? Are they, do they have dependents? Now, dependents does not just mean children. It could mean that they're taking care of their grandmother, their mom, their dad, their aunt, their whatever, their spouse, right? Dependents. Do they live on their own? Whether they own or rent, it doesn't matter. That's number 3. Number 4 is, are they between the ages of 25 and 40? And then number 5 is, do they earn between $40,000 and $80,000 a year? When I get a list, right, and I say, okay, I'll say, okay, Stasia, that's your name, Stasia? Stasia? Am I saying it right?
Stasia.
Stasia, I'm sorry. So I'll say Stasia. Is Stasia married, right? If she is, Stasia gets 1 check on my list beside her name. Does Stasia have children or dependents? If she does, she gets a 2nd check. Does Stasia live on her own? If she does, she gets a 3rd check, right? Is she between 25 and 40? I'm looking at Stasia. I'm imagining that she's probably between 25 and 40, right? Maybe somewhere younger than 20, 25, maybe 23, 4.
20s, yep, early 20s.
Early 20s. Well, that's good enough. But okay, so that's not a check. But she's a 4 checker, right? Let's say she's a 4 checker. She's going to be at the top of my list because she's a 4 checker, right? 5 checkers, 4 checkers, 3 checkers, they're at the top of your list. Now, I am not saying that somebody that's single will not make the list. Look at Joseph. Joseph Newman, my nephew, is 24. He's single, right? He doesn't own a home. But it doesn't mean they don't make your list. I'm not going to put Pookie and Ray Ray in them at the top of my list and Pookie live with his grandma in the basement. Pookie will go on my list, but Pookie will go at the bottom of my list. Because if you do what's hard first, your business will be easy. But if you do what's easy first by calling Ray Ray and Boo Boo and all of them, Pokey the Bear and all of them first, then your business will be hard if you do what's easy first. But if you call the people, here's what's wrong. If you're looking at people and you're saying, a lot of my people, they don't do anything, they get in. So one, they lack integrity. Because that's the WHIP formula. So there's 2 forms of categorization I go through. I look at their work ethic. Are they hungry? Do they have integrity? And do they have personal power and influence? WHIP. So when I'm making my list, now are they a 4 checker and a 5 star, right? With the married dependents, right? You gotta categorize your people in your list and do what's hard first. Because somebody that has integrity, they are going to show up. A person that is not showing up, they lack integrity, even if something's going on in their life, because they could easily just say, hey, I got some stuff going on in my life right now, right? So you got to know that if you're trying to make somebody that's a 1 checker, 2 starer, a presidential diamond. And right now, they're not qualified to be a presidential diamond. And then here's what you got to understand, right? You want to be a diamond, right? Then you got to be willing to get cut. You want to be a double diamond, you got to be willing to get cut. You want to be a triple diamond, then you got to be willing to get cut. You want to be a presidential diamond? By golly gee, you bloody. You want to be presidential. An ambassador? That's like a whole, right? And so when you reach the rank of diamond, and now you've reached that goal, you can't stop growing. You can't be so focused on the goal that you're not growth oriented. You have to keep growing. So now you're a diamond. Now what? Now you have to grow to be a diamond leader. Now you are focused on leadership. Rubies and above, you're focused on leadership because now you're leading a team of 3. You are a leader by title. That's the first level of leadership. But you cannot think that you're going to grow. Now, if you're a lead, if you're complaining about everything that's going on in your team and you want to be a diamond, you're not ready. Because there are things that happen in your diamond organization once it gets larger that if you can't handle what's going on as a ruby, you are not ready to be a diamond. And you're wondering why you haven't hit it yet. Are you ready? Have you developed to be a diamond? It's more than just how many people you have under you and the volume. How do you talk to people? How are you training them? The 5 checkers were, are you married? Dependents? Live on your own between 25 and 40 and make between $40,000 and $80,000 a year. Why? Because at $80,000 a year, the person's probably living at more like $100,000. They're living right at the top of that. So they need the income. Don't think somebody that's making $80,000 a year doesn't need this. They need it. They're living at the top of that. All right, so you're gonna understand that if you wanna be a diamond, grow. That's how you get to diamond. You grow as an individual, and then you help the people around you grow as well. Because listen, the laws of attraction don't lie. We attract who and what we are. It doesn't matter. You can look in the mirror and lie to yourself all day. The laws of attraction won't lie. So when you keep bumping up against these duds, I'm not saying you're a dud, but maybe your belief only believes that you can get a dud. When you start believing I can get a stud, then you'll start recruiting studs by first becoming one. So become what you're looking for, and then you'll begin to attract what you desire.
Oh, that's good. They're loving your 5 points.
So
So
and then the WHIP formula, WHIP, work ethic. Are they hungry? Do they have integrity? And the P is personal power and influence. WHIP. It's an old school network marketing process that you want to make sure somebody don't have integrity. Why are you chasing after them?
So good. Even customers. Customers, y'all. Everybody.
The P is personal power and influence.
Yeah.
Personal WHIP is work ethic. H is, are they hungry? You got to be hungry, right? I is integrity. Yes. And then P is personal power and influence.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are ready. You're ready for this next run. You're ready to close the month out strong. But you know what? Don't worry about closing the month out strong. Close this week out strong. Close this weekend out strong. Then close next week out strong, right? Don't focus on November 30th. Make sure you have your carb control for Thanksgiving, right? But close this weekend out strong. Then close next week out strong. Stop thinking that you got to make these monumental hurdles, but take each day one day at a time. And then I want to hear about all the successes because I know that you guys are ready.
Oh, Nina, you're amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So awesome. We'll get the recording out to everybody. Thank you so much for joining us, you guys. You're all incredible.